GMO advocates constantly repeat one big lie. They claim there is no scientific evidence that there are any health risks from the consumption of genetically modified food. This claim is a fairy tale created in the interest of protecting corporate profits. Biologist Arpad Puszta had more than 300 articles and 12 books to his credit and was the world's top expert in his field. But when he accidentally discovered that genetically modified foods are dangerous, he became the biotech industry's bad boy poster child, setting an example for other scientists thinking about blowing the whistle. World-renowned biologist Pushpa M. Bhargava, after reviewing more than 600 scientific journals, concludes that genetically modified organisms are a major contributor to the sharply deteriorating health of Americans. American Academy of Environmental Medicine states, GM foods have not been properly tested and pose a serious health risk. Not a single human clinical trial on GMOs has been published. A 2007 review of published scientific literature on the potential toxic effects/health risks of GM plants revealed that experimental data are very scarce. The author concludes his review by asking, where is the scientific evidence showing that GM plants are toxicologically safe, as assumed by the biotechnology companies? Famed Canadian geneticist David Suzuki answers, the experiments simply haven't been done and we now have become the guinea pigs. He adds, anyone that says, oh, we know that this is perfectly safe, I say is either unbelievably stupid or deliberately lying. GM food advocates try to discredit studies showing negative health or environmental impacts of GM foods and scientists who conduct the studies. You were forced to resign from the Rowett Institute. Why are GM food advocates so hostile to such research and what can be done to ensure that independent research on GM food safety is conducted? The reason is simple, GM advocates' main reason for denying money and facilities for proper safety assessment is that they financially and socially benefit from the existence of GM products. We have to make society to understand that they and the state will have to pay for independent research. Why are such limited funds available for research looking at health effects of GM foods? It is not in the interest of the biotech companies, or most of the governments, to dig up data that could question the safety of GM products. For the industry, GM is just another product and, if it is not acutely poisonous, their job is to sell as much as possible of it. Nassim Nicholas Taleb is a scholar, statistician, Wall Street analyst and advisor, professor at New York University. His analysis of our use of genetically modified organisms shows that genetically modified food could cause an irreversible termination of life at some scale, which could be the planet. Taleb and his two co-authors argue that calling the GMO approach scientific betrays a very poor, indeed warped understanding of probabilistic payoffs and risk management. Taleb believes genetically modified food falls squarely under the rule that we should always err on the side of caution if something is really dangerous. This is not just because of potential harm to the consumer, but because of systemic risk to the system, which in this case is the ecosystem that supports all life on the planet. There is now enough evidence many countries have banned them. And the number keeps growing. Other countries now require GM foods to be labeled as such. Some states are beginning to push for labels. The link to the compelling peer-reviewed scientific studies is in the description. These are the studies we keep hearing from the shills do not exist. Don't be fooled. There is a lot of scientific evidence of major health risks. The United States spends more on healthcare than any other nation. Yet, we keep getting sicker. Chronic illness is on the rise. If we make it out of the womb alive, that is. Sadly, our food is not the only thing contributing to our declining health. We have a lot of things to be leery of. There is certainly other risks we need to at least be aware of so we can make smarter decisions. We can get this under control, but not through ignorance. It is time to educate yourself. Please visit ctavideos.com for the Truth Seekers search engine. Thank you for watching.